Welcome back to the Crypto Wolfpack Show. Welcome, guys. I wish I came here with better freaking news for you guys, but I hate to say that I told you so, but yesterday was a complete letdown with the White House Crypto Summit. I said it was going to be a nothing burger, and that's exactly what it was. So let's quickly jump into the charts and let's just say what is cooking and what we can expect. So hereby Bitcoin, remember guys, I said that they're going to continue to play their fuckery with us. And let's quickly get a clean chart here. Remember that I said chances are they're going to rip us back up, rip us back down, make some type of a double bottom. Then at this stage, they will rip us back up again. And if they really want to fuck with us, they're going to rip us back down for a third time and make a triple bottom before we rip out of here, hopefully. Remember, this is trading, guys. This is investing. This is high risk. Anything can happen at any point in time. So we are still hoping that we're in this bull market. If you're looking at the altcoins, you would say this is not a freaking bull market. The altcoins are bleeding out. They are completely destroyed. If I went through the charts, guys, to try and set up a watch list of something to trade next week of any setups, and I really had to go in the bottom of the barrel just to get something decent to trade. And it's quite concerning as I scroll through the charts. I mean, some of the coins look completely dead, completely killed, and I don't know if a lot of them will ever come back. So let's quickly jump in to Bitcoin and see what I'm looking at. If we go over here on the 4-hour, we're still in this 4-hour triangle, and as I mentioned of late, these break down majority of the time. They break down more than what they break up. We've seen that over the last few months. So chances are we might be breaking that down again. So let's quickly take off the moving average. I want to focus on pure price action here. And currently, this is my game plan, guys. If we form them a flag and we're going to break out of here, I'll probably be going to take that trade. It would be very nice if we can get some type of a setup over here, entry over here. That would be better. That would improve our risk to reward almost with double. But nonetheless, the risk to reward is over 3, which is what we're looking for. And I'm only going to be trading this measured move over here down to 80,000 roughly. So that's what I'm looking at. Our other trades that we currently are in. Also, I want to point out our fear and greed is back at 27. Once this drops back down into extreme fear area, which is my green box, because that's when I like to buy, I'll probably scoop up some more Bitcoin. So tomorrow, if I wake up and this is back down in the green, I'm going to scoop up some more Bitcoin for sure. Every time in the past when you bought, when you at extreme fear levels, it turned out to be very good buys, and you can go and test that for yourself. Then if we go to XEN, getting close to being stopped out here. Velo going on a slow bleed to the downside. This one I actually got into this morning. I took a small little risk here. And the reason why, if I go to a daily, we saw a very nice wick, double tweezer wicks over here. We know that's every time you see big wicks, you normally get very good reversal sign, depending on where it happens, of course. And this is happening right here by this correction line that's trending up. So we're getting lower, we're getting higher lows, which is a good sign. So I took this, let's see how it does. Even if it just goes up to this level, over here, it's a 4.1% risk to, a 4-to-1 risk to reward, and the percentage is about 40%. So not bad. Our watch list is extremely small, this small for next week. So next week, I'm going to be really taking it easy, guys. I'm not going to do active trading next week because if you can find a good setup, kudos to you. I only found a handful. BGB, this one is still doing good. We took a very nice entry right there, and let's see how this one plays out. Then if we go to our extremely small watch list, AI companions, let's take off this over here. What I'm looking for here is basically if this can come back down over here and we can respect this high volume nodes or the block area, also a good support area. If we can bounce from there, this could be a nice trade. I wouldn't really want it to go deeper than the 78% retracement, but even if we go back here and we get our free touches on this correction wedge line over here, and we do get a nice bullish candle reversal, then we'll definitely consider entering in this area over here. That's what I'm looking at for AI companions. The other one I saw was tokenized emblem. Excuse me. We do have a free touch level over here. And let's see if it is forming a nice little flag. Daily flag, a little daily flag. So let's see if we can, if this can, I set some alerts over here so we can cross there, and then maybe we can try and trade this. In the past, when the rest of the market did bad, this has given some nice performance. I mean, there was a nice 100% over here not too long ago. December, January, it did give us also a very nice week, 252%. So keeping our eyes on this. Then the last one I'm keeping my eyes on is TRX. Very nice. Actually, there was a very nice reversal candle for which would have been a fantastic entry. So right over there would have been a fantastic entry. Nonetheless, we didn't get that entry, and let's wait for it to give us some type of an entry. Then let's quickly go over the top 50 trades that we're still in. A lot of them will probably it's stop for break even at some point. Still on XRP. What I'm seeing, guys, is not a pretty sight. I mean, if you look at this is starting to form a head and shoulders. And I mean, if this really plays out, you can take that as your neckline. XRP is in for some bad times. This breaks down. We're gonna basically give back majority of this move that's happened since November to current. So possibly that we can get a 0.87 XRP price again. So maybe a nice little sell setup for us to look for in the future. ADA, as you can see, we had a very nice triple bottom over here. Let's put this for you guys. And boom. It just crashing back down, guys, crashing back down. And let's pull this over here and let's see what we can pull back. Pull that, and this will probably come back down to somewhere in this area over here. BGB, we're still in this. This can still give us a nice bounce to the trend line. Maybe at that point, was just take what the market gives us, which is a 60%. I reckon that's the best we're gonna get in this market. We are still in Seoul. Seoul, we'll have to see how this does. The price action doesn't look very good. The structure doesn't look very appetizing. So let's see how that does. And that's basically it, guys. Now, when the markets are so chilled, work on your craft. Wait a second. There is one thing I wanted to go over, a teaching moment over here. If I can just get to that one, I want to show you guys something that I trade on a regular basis, which is a very nice setup that you guys can look for in the future. And I trade this a lot of the time. Look at Bitcoin Cash all of a sudden. And it does work quite good. If I can just find, here we go. So guys, when you get like a double top like this, and I can guarantee you stocks are pretty high, RSI was pretty high at that stage. When you get that, and you almost certain you get your diagonal line. So there's a diagonal, and you could have traded down to this level over here. So what you would normally do is you get a double top, you get some wicks, and then you scroll down to a lower time frame for entry. In this case, you can scroll all the way down to 15 minutes. And if you go over here, let's go back to that area that we marked. Right over there. So there was a very good entry. So you scroll back down to get an entry level, right? There's your entry level. Stops can go above there. And then our profit target would have been down here. I'll show you guys. There's our profit target. These play out a lot of the times. They play out perfectly. And look at this risk reward was a 6.5. So a very teachable moment. Remember these double tops. Boom. On the bigger time frame, of course, it was a double top on a daily. And they tend to play out very nice majority of the time. Even Bitcoin had a double top like that, which you could have traded down to form a diagonal line and just traded it down. Let me show you guys. So let's quickly let's move this one side. I can teach you guys over here. And boom, double top right there. Very strong wickage. In that point, when you saw that strong wick, you can go down and look for an entry on the smaller time frame. And then you get a bottom diagonal. I mean, this, you could have even used this or the block over there. So this is phenomenal risk to reward trading trade setups. So let's go down to 15 and see where you could have entered this. So, boom. Okay, this was probably a better setup on the 1 hour, but nonetheless, I mean, if you really were scrolled out, this was a fantastic boom sell setup right there. So here's the trade, guys. You scroll back down to the lower time frame, you get an entry, and then you don't stay in the small entries, you go back to the larger entry. If you stay in the small entry, your psychology is going to make you close the trade too early. So that's one very important point. There we could have gotten in. Stop loss can go right there. Don't have to go all the way there. Can go there. That's looks like a good point. And then you just scroll out, even go to the 4 hour. And you mark your profit target right there. And you just keep this trade until you reach your profit target. And that was a phenomenal 5.2 risk to rewards with a nice 16% fall. If you traded this on even like a 2 or 3x, you would have had very nice profit. So, yeah, I hope I taught you something. I use this double top pattern, especially on the dailies, on the regular basis, and they really play out very nicely. So that's it, guys. Take it easy. Go touch some grass. Go spend some time with the family. Go and have a barbecue. I'll be doing that later today. And I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow. If something drastically changes, I'll jump in and just give you an update. But otherwise, I'll probably catch you guys on Monday. Take it easy, guys. Don't lose faith. We'll get through this. The strong survive. The weak will perish. Cheers, man.